Today we're going to take that stagnant pop out effect and animate it and get some cool, neat animations out of it. So let's head over to Canva and I'll show you how to create one. So the first thing you need to do is you need to get a video format. So I'm using a standard video format, or you could use one for mobile or whatever your needs are for your project. So what I want to do first, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so we can see, is I'm going to head over and get me something like a paintbrush stroke we can start with. Let's see. Let's try this one. I don't know how this one's going to work. I'm just trying it brand new, y'all. So what I want to do first is I'm going to change that to white. And then what I want to do is go over to elements, grab me a square. Let's find a square. Square. I want to make it kind of chinchy color, like orange. And then what we want to do is size this square to our design size. And then I'm going to go in a position and I'm going to put this here. Now we might have some little pieces in here. We might want to take those out afterwards, but we'll see. I've never used this paint splash, so we're all working together on this one. So once I got it the way I like it, I think I want my pop out there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my control key down and highlight the other piece. So now I have both of these highlighted, and then I'm going to reduce it down like so. I'm going to stick it in the center. I'm going to go File, Download, PNG, and download this. Now I'm going to start another page over here, and I'm going to bring it back in. I'm going to change the background color because I want to see if everything got removed. So I'm going to just change it to a faint gray. Now I'm going to hit that background remover, and everything came out. Now I might want to go back in, see all those little yellow spots in there. I might want to go in there and take those out. So let's go into the background remover, hit erase, hit the brush size up, and maybe just clean up some of these little spots that are inside of this one. But for the rest of it, that's good. I just want to clean up that little centerpiece, and that's good. Now, if it doesn't work, we can go into Remove BG, or if you're a free user, a lot of times when I make masks, I'd rather use Remove BG. So I can just drag it in here, like so, and do the same thing. And then I can go into Erase. I can get this little brush here to get this little pieces out and clean it up. And then you can download it and bring it back into Canva. Sometimes if you're going to use an image for this, I would actually, when you bring it back into Canva, go into Edit, go up in your image scaler and do it either do it 2 times or 4 times to kind of clean it back up, because Remove BG can leave your stuff a little bit wonky. So the next thing I want to do now that I have this in, I'm just going to take all this extra space off for here, like so. Bring that in. You don't have to, but I'm just going to do that. I'm going to go into my edit button again, and I'm going to go to shadows. I'm going to make a duplicate of this first and put it over to the side. Then I'm going to take one and I'm going to put a drop shadow on it. Now you can pull the distance in for how much shadow you want or not, but we're just going to do that amount of shadow. I like that. And then we're going to put that and fill in our space. Let me reduce the size here a little bit so I can make sure it's in that corner. And don't lose your other one that's over here. So let me go in a position so I can move stuff around a little bit better. Here's my 9 one. I'm going to just shove this in the corner for the second so we can see. But don't shove it off the page, you'll lose it. Next, I want to go in and pick me out a photo or whatever I want to use for my pop out. So I'm going to use my little Lego girl here. Let's say hi. I'm going to background remove her. And then what I want to do is position her how I want her popped out. So that's how I want her to look when she pops out. So I'm going to put her right there. What I want to do now is duplicate her and do the same thing And then I'm going to bring her up. You don't want to go too far, and I'll show you in a minute. So I'm going to put my positions tab up. This full one should be behind the full mask. So when you create your pop out, you want to be careful of where you want to do. So that's your full one. See, she's completely behind there, but you need her to pop out. So I need some of her up here. So that's why you're doing the secondary one here. Here is where this other piece comes in. So what you want to do with this other piece is overlay it on top. Have it match up over top your other one, like so. And then you want to bring this all the way down like so. And the reason we don't do one that's shadowed right here is because you'll get double shadows. That was a mistake I made the first time, and I didn't want double shadows. So your piece, your Heidi piece, you don't want shadow on. And depending on what you're using, you're going to bring it up as far or as down as you want to. But make sure that they're not overlapping here. So I'm just going to bring it to here. And then what we're going to do is put her here. Now this is what your end one should look like when it's done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this page, and then I'm going to go and test. Now the reason we want to test because we might need to move things around. So I'm going to highlight the top part of her head and her full body, and then what I'm going to do is drag it down. And I'm going to drag it down off like so. Let me go further and go further. And as you can see here, there is some yellow here that needs to be hidden and going further like this. So what I want to do now, because that's an error, let's delete this page and go back to here and fix that error. So I don't know why it's showing on one page and not the other. So we're going to make that a little bit bigger so we can make sure that that's good. We want to troubleshoot as we go, not troubleshoot afterwards. So now we're going to duplicate that page again. Go into the first page that you have. I'm going to hit my control key. I'm going to click her head and then her whole body. And then what I'm going to do is drag her down to where she disappears. Don't drag her off the page. Just drag her to where she disappears. And now what we can do for the animation part is we can go into match and move. I'm going to turn the duration all the way up. You can set your timing on your things. Let's say I want to do this at 2, number lock, 2, come on, 2, enter. I don't know why it never does that. 2, enter. 2.1 is better than 2.4. And apply between all pages. We're going to do that. And now let's watch our animation. So we're going to take it from the top of this one. And there she goes. And she pops out. The other thing you can do is what I did with the other one too. Is say if you wanted to put, let's say, Lego. Maybe you want to take that. And then what I would do is Control C. We're live action in over here. Control V. My dog is squirming like ain't nobody's business right now. So you hear weird sounds like that. Let's see what that looks like. So you can do something like that or add text or anything like that. If you want to do a photo, same thing. So once you made this mask, say you want to do a bunch of other ones, and you can reuse this mask over and over. You can just, you can copy it. Let's see, I can Control C this, Control V it, take this out. If she's in there, let's see, you just take these out. Say you want another color, so go and edit. Say you want to turn it purple or pink. I'm going to grab this color. And then I want to take that and copy that. And then we're going to edit for that. Since we don't want that shadow on there, we'll just go in there and take none. So now you have that back on there like that, and then you've got a whole new thing there you can do with different colors. So if you were saying it, introducing new employees and you wanted them to pop out, you can also go and do your background color. Let's go into position and do something like this. So let's say I want my background color to be this pinky, pink and yellow, and I want it that way. And I want more yellow, so I'm going to do like this and double up. Y'all hear some weird noise? That is a chihuahua talking to me. So now you can put that background in there and do that. And see, like you wanted to do this and just do the photo. So we're just going to delete this. And then let's put a photo behind it. Let's see if I got anything that's... I'm just going to grab something that I got here. I don't know what this was or why this is here. But say I was using this as my background. So position, put this over. Make sure you fit it to here and do the same thing. So you would do like this, position, and then just reduce the size down. Oh, come on, grab that control and just reduce the size down. Bring it back in, and there you go. And the one I did with two hearts, all I did, let's say I wanted to do the two hearts again. Delete this. I went into elements. I went into shapes. I grabbed a heart, made it white. Give it a little spin. Duplicated it. Gave it a little spin the other way. Made the two hearts. And then you would just bring that back in. You would make that mask and bring it back in, and then you could pop out the couple or whatever you want to do. So, and that's how you do that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And even if you made the mask of this, let's see if I have the mask from the original one. So let's go into my uploads. Let's see what I got. So say I did this. So this was the original wedding mask, right? So I can go and change. So I want this as a solid color now. I don't want it as the photo. So I'm going to go into edit. I'm going to go into duotone. And then I'm going to go white and a white. And now I have a mask that I could use that's just a solid color. And I don't have to use that photo. So now you got a reusable mask that you can use over and over again. Pretty easy, reusable. If you're going with a certain photo, same thing here. I did this one. So I can go in here and I can go into edit. I can go into duotone. Let's say I wanted to change that to whatever this peppermint color is. So I want to copy this and I want to put it for my second color. I'm going to paste that in there. Well, Canva didn't do that one right, did it? Oh, you know why? Because that wasn't the whole mask. Okay, so let's remove the background. See on this one, it didn't take it off. So I'm going background remover, and I'm going to just take this out. If it doesn't do it. And I'm going to go a little bit smaller on this and take some of this. Do you hear this chihuahua huffing in the background? Because I am not paying attention to her. Listen to her. Crazy little girl. If y'all made it this far, say hi to Nenny. Leave it in the comments. Make her feel like she's been appreciated. So, all right. So we'll go into duotone like this. And what did I say? I was doing the peppermint. I don't know. So I'm going to copy. And then I'll put it in the second color. And paste that. Hey. Paste. It didn't take it. Wait a minute. All right. I want that color though. Let's get this one. Copy. Now y'all are in for the paste. Now I have one that I can use over and over again with different colors. And that's why I like masks. They are so reusable if you got something you like. So everybody's doing like the paintbrush things. Use a mask. It's reusable. You can use it over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's And you can get those cool effects with shadows. You can go into shadows, put a drop shadow, and add depth to it. And then with your background, you can just go and change the color. And that's what I got for you today. Somebody is extremely whiny right now for whatever reason. I guess she wanted to talk to you guys too. So on that note, I love you guys. I will see you on the next one. And then he says bye, y'all.